Hi, I'm Chris. I used to do comedy pretty regularly. If ever someone asks you what something looks like, and you don't know, you just say, looks kind of like a spaceship. Because they don't know. They never saw one. But if they say they did, you just say, no, man, not that one. Now I only do it occasionally. Now I'm a master's degree holding adjunct college professor of communication and public speaking. When I did comedy, my point of view was the joke was on me, the dummy. I reviewed the Bible for you in case none of you guys have read the whole thing. Because it's pretty thick, seriously. I found the Bible to be too Jewish, and too New York for general audiences. And while God was funny, I found that he really needed a better supporting cast to pull the whole thing off. And it worked for me, because my audience knew I was making fun of my own shortcomings. I mention this because there are people called gelatologists, laugh scientists, who say there are many reasons why we laugh.
Today, the most prevalent theory in psychology and philosophy and other fields is called the Incongruity Theory. You've probably run across that so far.
Absolutely.
The basic idea of incongruity is very similar to my idea of a psychological shift. The idea of incongruity is something doesn't fit.
Like when your mom farts in front of the guests.
And that psychological shift, if you enjoy it, well, that's what amusement is. That's what humor is all about.
Laughter also does these things. 1, it strengthens social bonds when we laugh together. 2, it expresses relief or dissipates tension. 3, it releases cognitive energy. It's like rebooting your brain so it can deal with a tough situation. And I think that if my point of view was, I'm a dummy, but aren't we all sometimes, I was trying, though I didn't know it at the time, to do those 3 things.
Hold on, I got to rock real good. Hold on.
Self-deprecating humor is the safest kind because nobody's threatened but you, and you're not even threatened because you have enough confidence to be playful about your own weaknesses.
But according to the field of gelatology, there is also a 4th reason why we laugh that can kind of be a sinister one. Number 4, superiority laughter. Superiority laughter focuses on separating people into groups and making one feel superior to another. That can be a real problem. And it can feel even worse because humans are 30 times more likely to laugh with other people around than by themselves. So if you hear something that someone says that hurts your feelings and one person laughs, it's very possible that a bunch of people will be laughing. And that doesn't feel good. Anyway, eventually I stopped doing stand-up or comedy at all. Had a nervous breakdown.
I've seen many degrees of disturbance.
Okay.
And I say you were the most profoundly disturbed.
Hey! I'll have that on camera so people know that.
At the time.
So I took a break, I thought temporarily. And then when I looked up, 10 years had gone by. I looked around and saw the entire landscape had changed. Then I started hearing about this cancel culture. Organized campaigns to end the careers of offensive comedians. All right. Got my attention.
I do this joke about the way people need to justify their cell phone. I need to have it with me because people are so important. All right. I said, well, they don't seem very important the way you scroll through them like a gay French king. You know, just... And they thought, what do you mean gay? What are you talking about gay?
I've spoken on it. I've said where the rights and wrongs were. I've said who I am now versus who I was then. I've done it. I've done it. Regardless, Academy, I'm thankful and appreciative of the opportunity. If it goes away, no harm, no foul.
And I thought, are you kidding me? I mean, we can't even...
bitch was white! God damn it! I thought the bitch was white! Fuck!
I don't know if you read any of the books, Comic Relief.
I have not. I apologize. I just heard about you a couple days ago, so.
My idea there is that the person who finds laughter offensive, ethically offensive, morally offensive, not just personally distasteful, they think that whatever the issue is that the one person's laughing about is something that should be of concern. We should take practical interest in it. We should do something about it.
Celebrities who've been canceled. Oh, look, everyone is canceled. That's too bad. I was wanting to watch TV. Why does it only go back to 2016? Well, according to that New York Times article, everyone is canceled. We started seeing the term canceling someone in 2016. They credit a guy named Brandon Miller, who was doing something called Joanne the Scammer.
I am living like a Caucasian. Girl, it's 9:30 now. I'm watching Law and Order SVU, just like a Caucasian.
She was a very shallow character, and this idea of canceling someone was supposed to be making fun of her.
Yeah.
Talk about creepy. Was that?
Wrap it up.
Please come find me afterwards. If you sign a release, I'll buy you a beer. That's a transaction right there.
Oh.
I have a joke about a comic that was diabetic that was at a show. This one lady was like, I hate that you talk about that, and this is something that I have nightmares about. You should never talk about that again. This person is completely upset because that's their thing that they're fighting about.
If you're an audience member and you go to a comedy club,
Yeah.
you have no right to be offended about anything the comic says. Just because I hit your block does not give you the right to be offended. You have to be offended about everything I say.
I'm just trying to tell my story and how I feel and how I see things, you know. So it's like, if it's a little bit offensive or edgy, it's because it's the truth to me.
Two of my favorite comics, Dave Chappelle and Bill Burr.
This fucking thing where you have a difference of an opinion now.
They drop a special, people get mad, they don't pay any attention to it.
If you do anything wrong in your life, and I find out about it, I'm going to try and take everything away from you.
Take your fucking job.
Who's that? That's you.
I don't know, it sounds like they care about it a little bit.
So sometimes when we're hit by something we didn't expect, we become angry, sad, fearful, or disgusted. So here requires a different attitude, a different frame of mind. What it requires is a playful state. And a playful attitude is one where we're not concerned about the practical consequences. We're not out to get the truth. We're just out for pleasure. And there are lots of situations in which something weird happens, and one person is laughing, but another person is stressed out by it. And I find this interesting because the person who's laughing is in the playful state, whereas the other people are in a practical frame of mind.
That sounds like that's the moment where people might get offended.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The more I look into this, the more this all looks very familiar. Charlie Chaplin was canceled. They thought he was a communist. The Beatles were canceled at one point because John said that they were more popular than Jesus. Parents organized to cancel artists like Ozzy Osbourne because their lyrics were supposedly making their kids want to kill themselves. Thought I had it. It's always been a thing, right? It's just been repackaged for a new generation, right? So I made this cute video. Thought it was pretty funny. You think this cancel culture is new? Yeah, man. There's only been cancel culture for like 3 years. Yeah, but I mean, like, it seems like people have been doing this forever. It's just they didn't call it cancel culture before. I mean, like, it's kind of a pop culture capitalism, you know? Huh? Like, if people don't like what you're selling, they're gonna stop buying it, right? Oh, snap. Snap indeed. Hey, do people still say snap? I don't know. So I put it on Facebook. It got some laughs. Thought that was it. 38 seconds of nothing. And then I get into a big, heated argument with the guy I write articles for. And it got really bad. And then I couldn't stand it anymore, so I canceled us. Son of a bitch.